we're gonna look at our 4K video PC. Now that we got the video editor build complete, we're gonna do a performance review. Hi, I'm Dave of Tech Experts, and we help entrepreneurs to close the gaps that exist across the tools needed for your online business. So let's get in there and see how it does. All right, so this is what we're looking at. On the left panel here, we have our Armory Crate. This is the tool we'll use to measure our performance across multiple aspects. And on the right here, I have my Adobe Premiere. I have 3 levels of video stacked in here with audio, and the audio is cranked up some on the bottom one because it was a little low. And this is giving me a realistic review of what this is going to look like and see how we are performing across the different aspects of this. All right, so number 1 we're going to look at is frequency, or how fast my CPU is running. Now that's the big number we see here, where it's bouncing between the 40s and the 30s, 100s, and we want to be under 4900 for my number here is really where I want to stay. That means I should have some performance left to go in it. Now we're going to scroll and see how this is going. So my resting number, that's the number you're basically seeing when you're not doing any work. Everything is just chilling out in your system and maybe having the least amount of stuff running. When I don't have Premiere open like this, my resting number is about 36. So with my Premiere open, I'm bouncing between, I would say, 36 and 3800 generally. And that's an amazing number. Like I said, our goal is to stay below 4900. So if I'm down in the low 30s or upper 30s to start with, I am happy with that. Let's see how we do as I scroll through the video and look at my audio. Now I'm not doing too bad at all. The quicker I scroll, like I'm trying to find something real quick here, maybe find a place where my hands are real chatty, or I have something strange I'm saying. There's a big gap here, so let's try this. I'm gonna back it up before this gap and then hit the play button to see how it's playing. I don't have a yellow dot yet. So the pause is me stopping to pick up my Wi-Fi adapter, so it makes sense. And I'm only at 41, maybe 4200, so I have plenty of room to go on this. Let's scroll back. So number 2, we're going to look at temperature. This is how hot your CPU and your devices are running. So my resting temperature, a resting temperature for your CPU should be 50 degrees centigrade or less. And yes, they're going to measure it in centigrade. You can do it in Fahrenheit, but to me, centigrade is easier to do the numbers in quickly and remember where you're at. So your resting temperature, we want to be below 50 degrees centigrade. Now, when we put the workload on and we're really working on it and pushing it, I want to stay below probably 80 degrees centigrade. I could probably hit all the way up to 90 and still be okay. But if I stay below 80, I'll be super happy. That means I should have no chance of it overheating. Then I have some room for extra heat in there in case of some reason I would generate some, that it will, because over like 90 degrees, you're going to start to see it start to shut itself down some because it's running a little bit too hot. So if I can keep myself like 10 degrees below that, I'll be happy. So resting, I want to say between 40 normally and like 37 or 38 is my resting temperature. But like I said, really my goal is anything below 50 degrees centigrade. 50 degrees centigrade is your normal ideal resting max level, or ideal common resting level will be 50 degrees centigrade. So if I'm staying below 50, I'm super excited. So resting, like I said, we're starting at 40. Let's see what happens now as we scroll and it starts doing some work for me. 52, 53. Come on, can we get more and more degree out? Nope. No. So we'll stop right here. I have a little pause, and then I have some crazy big audio, so that may push it a little bit more. Hopefully my hands are more active. You see the audio bouncing. I'm talking, moving around. everything's still looking good. Still got a green dot, haven't dropped any frames, and I'm definitely well within my temperature range that I want to stay in. So let's take a look at point number 3. Point number 3 is going to be usage. This is like how much of your CPU you are using. And for this, we want to keep our CPU probably under 80%. Now my graphics card, because I have a slightly older version, I have like 2 versions behind the current ones. I would say if I can keep it below 95% or not max out continuously above 95%, I'll be happy. For my RAM, I would love to stay 50% or less, and my hard drive should definitely stay 50% or less. I mean, I could probably hit my RAM up to 75%, and I would still be happy with that. As long as I'm not maxing out anything or holding everything really hard, I'll be good. So let's start with the same thing. We're just going to scroll through a bunch of the video here just to see what it kind of looks like, right? And we're just going to let it play back from here for a few seconds and see how it's performing. So I'm not performing too badly at all. Even with the audio up, my GPU isn't doing too bad. Sometimes I'm looking for something changing majorly. So there, my hand settled to going to change, so I was about 90%. So overall, I'm doing phenomenal. I'm not really maxing out anything, including my graphics card, and that was the biggest concern we had. Now overall, I would say this machine did amazing. It performed well across the CPU usage, my temperature level, and my performance level of frequency, or how fast my CPU ran. So no matter what area I looked at, I still had room to grow and be able to do more work with it. Now I hope you found this video helpful. If so, give me the big thumbs up, like it, share it with your friends and family. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button for me. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I always ask you to subscribe because I want you to be in the know. Now that means more how do I guides, more tech tips, more reviews, and more things we want you to just be in the know about, like what is a UPS. If you haven't done so yet, please check out our show's description. We have links to other videos in the 4K Video Editor PC series, as well as links to the products we used to build the PCs and some bonus links. Now those product links, those are both in sets of kits, and the kits have extra stuff like newer graphics cards in there if you can find them. These are all affiliate links. The affiliate links do pay a small commission. That commission just helps us continue to make amazing and new content like this. Now, if you haven't checked out the link at the very top, please do so. That's our tech assessment link. Now, if you're having challenges in your tech area, maybe you're not sure how to do the 5 foundational pieces, or maybe you just don't have time to complete all the 5 foundational pieces, we understand. Or maybe it's that new email list you're trying to get set up and you're just not sure how to get all the sequences to work right. Well, don't worry, we got you covered on that too. Just click the tech assessment link, complete the tech assessment so we can determine where you're at if we're a good fit for your needs and how we can help you find the right solution for all your tech challenges and all your tech needs. Now, if you have any comments, feedback, or suggestions, you can leave them in the comments section down below. You can always email me or DM me. I'd be happy to chat with you. Again, I am Dave of Tech Experts, and I look forward to working with you.